In today's video, we're going to be talking about my favorite silver coins, rounds, and bars to stack for long-term wealth preservation, along with my favorite looking. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video. Hope you're doing well, feeling great, and enjoying freedom. It's a great day to have a great day. Today, I wanted to talk about silver. More specifically, I wanted to talk about my favorite silver, some of my favorite looking pieces, and some of my favorite to stack, and what I consider to be the most strategic silver to stack for the long term. We're going to get into it, but really quick, just in case you're new, make sure to subscribe for daily videos. Also subscribe to my second channel for weekly videos, and get yourself some DYDSS merchandise to help support the channel. I'd really appreciate that. Got the limited edition DYDSS Halloween tee available in 3 different colors, as well as the DYDSS Fight Collection, helping raise a little bit of funds and awareness for the National Breast Cancer Foundation. Any and all merchandise can be found by clicking the first link in the description section down below. Thank you in advance, it's more than appreciated. But today is Tuesday, October 12th, 2021. As I'm filming the video, I'm filming this video in advance. I have no idea when it's going to come out. It might come out the following day. It might come out Friday because I need to take the day off Friday anyway. It might come out over the weekend, sometime next week. Who knows? Point being is that I have no idea what the spot price is going to be by the time the video drops, so head on down to the comments and let me know the date and time you're viewing the video and what the current spot price is for you. I'm always curious. So obviously, the setting for this video is a little bit different. It's dark, and that's because we are outside right now. Got some lanterns providing some light. Got a little bit of silver on the table right here. You might hear the occasional car driving past, like right now. You might hear some crickets in the background. But I wanted to talk about some of my favorite pieces of silver today. And everything you see right here on screen just about sums it up. Some of which is my favorite looking. We're going to run through that first, and then some of which would be my favorite because it's what I consider to be the smartest to stack if you're in it for the long term and if you are predominantly stacking for weight. And by the way, really quick, if you're interested in stocks, make sure to get your 2 free stocks by downloading Webull. The link will be in the description. Just make a deposit of any amount. It could be as little as a penny. They'll give you 2 free stocks. And then if you refer 3 friends, they'll give you $150 worth of a fractional share of Facebook, Apple, Amazon, Netflix, or Google. Link in the description. So first things first, we're going to be talking about my favorite looking pieces of silver. And I think it's probably only appropriate to go with the hands down most detailed piece of silver that I have, and it's this right here. This would be the Aztec calendar round. It's a 5-ounce piece. I got this, it was either early this year or late last year. It's hands down the most detailed piece of silver that I have. I'm gonna take this light up here just so you can see. This is a perfect example of something that you need to have in your possession to really be able to fully appreciate. Just like, look at the design. It's just unreal. It's just such a gorgeous piece of silver, absolutely beautiful. And I knew when I first stumbled upon these rounds, and bars, by the way, you can get bars as well, but it's a circular shaped design on a rectangular piece of silver, so I figured the round would make a little bit more sense. I believe it does. So for that particular piece of silver, I knew from day one, ooh, I need to get one of them. So I did. I would like to get myself potentially a 1 or 2 ounce Aztec calendar round, so I can pretty much antique it. I can use it as a sample, because what I really want to do is antique a 5-ounce one as well. So I'm going to need to get 2 more of these, 1 to leave as is. I want it to naturally tone over time, 1 to put in an airtight capsule to hopefully keep in pristine condition, and the other one to antique, so to artificially turn super dark gray, like almost black in certain areas. It really makes the design pop. I've seen it once or twice, and it's mind-blowing. Next up would be pretty much 2 in 1. These two right here. This is the Canadian Creatures of the North series. Once again, I'll take the light. We have the Kraken over on the right, and we have the Werewolf over on the left. I'm not going to go into much detail about these two particular coins because I've put out several videos on the Silver Kraken, and I just put out an unboxing video of the Werewolf like 2 days ago, in the time I'm filming this video. So I don't want to deep dive into why I like this particular series so much. Not exactly a collector. I don't really care much about collectible pieces really in any way, shape, or form. I just happen to love the design on these, so I needed to get it. Starting with this one right here, the Kraken, which I got maybe a little over a year ago. I thought it was really cool. Come to find out that they're doing a whole series on Creatures of the North, so I didn't know what the next one was going to be until I found out about a month ago. And I knew that it was a series that I thought was particularly interesting, so I'll make an exception for coins like that. So when it comes to good looking pieces of silver, or some of my favorite looking pieces, that about sums it up. Now don't get me wrong, there are so many other silver coins, rounds, and bars out there that I am a massive fan of, a huge fan. I love the way they look, but these right here fit into the title of the video, my favorite pieces. So moving away from my favorite looking, I want to talk about my favorite to stack. Starting with the silver buffalo, which I have right here. Pretty sure we're probably all familiar with the silver buffalo. Absolutely stunning piece of silver. When it comes to silver, they're rounds. If you were to get a gold buffalo, it would be a coin. We can flip it on over, and it has the Native American profile, the word liberty. I've always been a big fan of the silver buffalo. I've been stacking these since the very beginning. In fact, my very second piece of silver ever was a silver buffalo, and I've been a massive fan ever since. Not just because I like the way that they look, but because they are, I would say, the most recognizable pure silver, 1 troy ounce silver round that exists. And not only that, if they're minted by Sunshine Mint, a lot of the time they'll have a security feature on the back. And on top of that, whether it has a security feature or not, unbelievably low premiums. The lowest premium silver round I've stumbled upon in my just about 4 years of stacking. So I'm a big fan of the buffalo round. I haven't picked up any in quite a bit of time. It's been a while since I loaded up on some buffaloes, or added to the herd, I should say, but I'm a big fan, and I do plan on getting plenty more. Next up, we have to talk about Sunshine silver bars. Now, when I say Sunshine silver bars, Sunshine silver rounds go hand in hand. Literally no difference between the two, other than the shape. I just happen to like silver bars a little bit better. If I had to choose between a round and a bar, if I could only stack one, rectangular pieces or circular pieces of silver for the rest of my life, I'd go with the rectangular pieces. I'd go with these right here. Absolutely beautiful. They fit in the safe incredibly well. Easy to stack. And the 10-ounce denomination, like this one right here, it's what I consider to be the sweet spot. In terms of stacking, you'll notice that obviously fractional silver rounds and bars carry quite the premium. 1 ounce through 5 ounce rounds and bars, well, nowadays everything carries quite the premium, but even back in the day before everything went kind of crazy, 1 through 5s, fair premiums. Anything above 10 ounce, super low premiums. The 10 ounce would kind of meet right in the middle. It's a simple size to work with. You see, if you were to stack, I don't know, maybe 50 ounce or 100 ounce bars, there's a chance that maybe that's not all that practical, potentially. You might have a difficult time finding a buyer for it, as opposed to these right here. Simple to work with. So I consider them to be the happy medium. I always have. You're meeting right in the middle. You work your way up to the denomination that you really start to notice the premiums getting broken down a little bit, but at the same time, it's not too large of a piece of silver that's difficult to work with or less liquid than smaller, more practical pieces, if that's how you want to view it. That's how I view it. So now that we got generic rounds and bars out of the way, let's talk about my favorite silver coins. So when I first got started stacking the very tail end of 2017, I was just going for generic silver rounds. A couple months down the road, I like to say that I graduated onto 1 troy ounce pure silver coins, government minted coins, predominantly the Silver Eagle. This right here, my favorite pure silver 1 troy ounce coin on the planet. The Type 1 specifically. We got the Type 2 over here, which I wouldn't consider to be my favorite looking. Not a fan of the design, but it's a Silver Eagle nonetheless. And the Silver Eagle is, in fact, my favorite coin. But the reason I prefer the Type 1 over the Type 2 isn't only because of the design, it's just for that ability to be recognized, that higher level of notoriety, the trust, the respect. See, that's the issue I had with them changing the design in the first place. I mean, this has been the design for a couple of decades now, and it's what I consider to be the superior pure silver 1 troy ounce government minted coin. We got the maple leaf, we got the kangaroo on display right there, we got the Philharmonic, the Britannia, the Libertad, the list goes on. I would say that the Silver Eagle ranks number 1. I would say that the Silver Eagle is the superior coin, not by much. I wouldn't say that it blows all the other coins out of the water, but I would say it takes first place. Why does it take first place? Well, number 1, because it's an American coin, but 2, it's just the most recognizable of them all. The most trusted, the most desired, the most sought after 1 troy ounce pure silver coin that exists. So why would you take the most recognizable coin and change the way it looks so that it's no longer that recognizable coin? That's the issue I had. Unfortunately, I do not work for the US Mint. It's out of my hands, out of my control, nothing I can do about it. And I learned early on in life that it's not really worth being agitated about things that are not in your control. Oh well, that's the way I see it. But I put the two side by side because they're both the Silver Eagle regardless. Over there on the right side of the screen at the bottom, we have the second in command 1 troy ounce pure silver coin. See, the foundation of my stack is still the Silver Eagle, even though I picked up a couple Type 2s, but aside from just a few of these, I haven't picked up any Silver Eagles in about a year and a half. But that being the case, I've obviously continued to stack over the last year and a half. No Silver Eagles other than a few of these, and yet the Silver Eagle is still the foundation of my stack. But from the very beginning, the Maple Leaf has always been second in command. It's what I would put in second place in terms of the most recognizable, trusted, respected coins out there. Similar to how I said the Silver Eagle was number 1, I would say that this takes second place. Third place, I would say, is not just one coin. I would say that there are a lot of coins that are tied for third place. And at least that's how it is when it comes to my stack. And the kangaroo represents all of them. I just didn't want to bring them all out. We also have the Libertad, we have the Britannia, we have the Philharmonic, the list goes on. These are some of the most recognizable, trusted, respected, and sought after pure silver 1 troy ounce coins that exist. But there's tier 1, tier 2, and tier 3, at least in my opinion. That's just how I view it. The kangaroo fits into tier 3, which, by the way, is still top of the food chain. Just because you're in tier 3, that's not an insult in any way, shape, or form. So another example of some of my favorite coins to stack for long-term wealth preservation purposes. Fair premiums, high level of being able to be recognized, trusted no matter where you go. I mean, it's silver at the end of the day. Silver is silver no matter where you go. You can go to China, you can go to Australia, you can go to Italy, you can go to Canada, you can go anywhere in the world. You can go to Mars. Silver is silver no matter what. That can't be changed. But if on top of the fact that it's silver, it's also minted by a sovereign government, and it just happens to be one of the most recognizable coins in existence, even better. That's how I see it, which is why these are some of my favorite coins. But I will be honest, even though pure silver is my preference, not that it matters a whole lot, even though if I had to choose between pure silver and constitutional silver, I would go with pure silver. I've found in recent years, especially over the last year and a half, that constitutional silver just happens to make a whole lot more sense right now. So, in addition to all of these coins, rounds, and bars you see on screen, I gotta talk to you about my favorite piece of constitutional silver, which I just so happen to have right here. Now, I've grown to be quite a fan of constitutional silver, period, in general. But when it comes to the silver dimes, silver quarters, silver half dollars, even the peace dollars and Morgan dollars, and there are some others as well. When it comes to all of those coins and all of the different pieces of 90% silver you can get your hands on, my favorite, hands down, would be the Mercury dime. Number one, I love the way it looks. Two, I love the fact that it is the smallest denomination, or one of the smallest, I should say. I like the fact that when it comes to stacking, or when it comes to coin shops, it's a fairly popular coin. But it is arguably the easiest increment to work with. It might sound a little bit odd at first, but it is of the 1/14 of a troy ounce denomination. So it takes 14 of these to equate to a troy ounce, or 140 of them to equate to 10 troy ounces. That's an incredibly easy way to make change for a larger denomination. Similar to how we have singles, 5s, and 10s, but we also have 20s, 50s, and $100 bills. That's just kind of how I see fractional silver, 1/14 of a troy ounce. To me, it just makes sense. To me, it's easy to work with, it's practical. It's a little teeny tiny piece of wealth right here. Not to mention, it's a government minted coin. Not to mention, an American government minted coin. So it kind of has like the cherry on top for a variety of different reasons. And it's just an incredible looking coin. Now, don't get me wrong. Even though this is my favorite denomination and my favorite junk silver coin, I have far more Washington quarters than Mercury dimes. I was thinking before I was filming the video that I'm actually probably catching up because of how many Mercury dimes, or really how many dimes in general, I've stacked over the last year and a half. But then I thought about it and I was like, actually, you know what? That's probably nowhere even close to being true. I have far more Washington quarters than Mercury dimes and Roosevelt dimes added together. The cool thing about Washington quarters is similar to what I said about 10-ounce silver bars. It's kind of the happy medium too, but then again, when you're working with fractions of a troy ounce, I don't think it really makes much of a difference. I don't think that it's any smarter to have a 1/14 of a troy ounce coin as opposed to a 1/6 of a troy ounce coin, which is a silver quarter, or a 1/3 of a troy ounce coin, which is a 90% silver half dollar. I don't think any of that really matters. Fractional silver is fractional silver, and as long as you're able to break down or make change for larger pieces of silver, that's probably all you really need, or that's probably the most important thing. At least that's how I see it. That's just my opinion. Everything in this video is just my opinion. These are just my personal favorites. I'm not making a video about what your personal favorites are. The title of the video is My Favorite Silver. So, obviously take it with a grain of salt. But I'm curious. What are your thoughts? Make sure to get your 2 free stocks by downloading Webull. The link will be in the description. Just make a deposit of any amount. It could be as little as a penny. They'll give you 2 free stocks. And then if you refer 3 friends, they'll give you $150 worth of a fractional share of Facebook, Apple, Amazon, Netflix, or Google. Link in the description. What is your favorite piece of silver? It could be your favorite looking. In fact, that's a 2-part question. Number 1, what is your favorite looking piece of silver? And 2, and arguably more importantly, what is your favorite piece of silver to stack? What do you think is the best silver to go with if you're stacking for long-term wealth preservation purposes? Maybe they can be larger, big blocks of silver, kilo bars, 25-ounce bars, 50-ounce bars, 100-ounce bars, because that's probably the best way of paying the bare minimum premium. Absolutely. I just personally don't find them to be all too practical. But again, what is your favorite silver? What is your favorite looking coin? And what is your favorite piece to stack when it comes to the precious metals? And if anybody's interested in joining the Precious Metals VIP Club, it's where I can do things on my own terms, not on YouTube's terms, my terms. I'm hosting privately held live streams. They're smaller and easier to manage. I'm posting exclusive VIP-only adventure vlogs. I also do giveaways, discounts, personalized promo codes, shoutouts, deal alerts when silver and gold is on sale on a variety of different websites. And of course, you can watch all of my videos early and commercial free. Come join the Precious Metals VIP Club. It'll be the first link in the description. You're invited. I'd be happy to have you. And if you guys enjoyed today's video, please hit that like button. If you guys like me, make sure to hit that subscribe button like a Karen hits a bus window. Also subscribe to my second channel, which is my backup channel for exclusive weekly content. A bunch of brand new videos over there. Go check them out. The link will be in the description. Trying really hard to hit 3,000 subscribers. We just hit 2,000, and I appreciate that. And if you want to help support the channel in the biggest possible way, please consider getting yourself some DYDSS merchandise. Of course, we have some precious metal themed t-shirts and hoodies, which are up for grabs, along with a ton of other products. T-shirts, hoodies, even stickers, many of which are raising funds and awareness for different charity organizations, such as the recently released Kraken Stackin' t-shirt, hoodie, sticker, and coffee mug, inspired by the beautiful 2-ounce silver Kraken coin, which, by the way, is helping us raise a little bit of funds and awareness for ocean cleanup charity organizations. Got the limited edition DYDSS Halloween tees available in 3 different colors, as well as the DYDSS Fight collection, raising a little bit of funds and awareness for the National Breast Cancer Foundation for Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Any and all merchandise can be found by clicking the first link in the description section down below. Thank you in advance. It's more than appreciated. And I want you guys to head on down to the comments and let me know once again, what are your thoughts on everything shared in today's video? I went through some of my favorite pieces of silver: the Aztec calendar, the Creatures of the North, silver buffalo, silver sunshine bars, eagles, maples, kangaroos, mercury dimes. Do you agree with my reasoning behind why some of these pieces are my favorite pieces? Do you disagree with me with any areas? If you do, let me know why. But more importantly, let me know your favorite silver, your favorite looking coins, rounds, and bars, and of course, your favorite piece to stack. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you tomorrow, and remember, don't you dare stop smiling. Peace.